Students, I have here sample number 6, open, intersecting, seam. Remember, we need to cut 4 pieces for each sample. Okay, here are my pieces. Take one of the pieces. Remember to recognize the grain line. The side with non-stretch is the grain line. Go to the machine and do your zigzag. Only in one edge, but that edge needs to be on grain, okay? Just like this. And you need to do this in all your 4 pieces, okay? The zigzag. If you have an extra like this, remember to trim the excedent. You need to put your 4 pieces in 2 groups of 2, like this, but 2 groups. Okay, when you have this ready, remember to match your zigzag and zigzag. Go to the machine and sew that with 1/2 inch seam allowance. Remember to start with back stitch and finish with back stitch like this. Do the same with the other 2 pieces. Go to the iron and open the seam like this. I have one here. Okay, when you have this ready, you need to do a zigzag again in one side in both of your pieces. Remember, it's very important, put right side up and keep the seam open. Let me do this. Like this. Remember to cut the excedent. When you have this ready, you need to remember this in both sides, like this. Put right side face to face, like this, and sew your pieces together. If you need a pin to match the seam, just use a pin because that's very important to match that seam. Go to the machine and sew your pieces with 1/2 inch seam allowance. Remember to start with back stitch continue sewing, match the seam, that's very important. And finish with back stitch. Go to the iron, open the seam, and now you need to see if the seam is matching here. If your seam is not matching, you have a tolerance like a 1/8, no more than 1/8. But if you can match this point, is very good. Remember, you have 6 samples to try. Let me show you one sample I have here ready. And you can see the seams are open and the intersection is matching. This is the way to finish sample number 6.